Hey there, it's Dusty Thunder with yet another story for you. This one comes from AITA Relationships. This sounds like fun. Title is, Am I the Astronaut for Trying to Convince My Girlfriend That One of Her Friends Is Detrimental to Our Life? Using this throwaway again, I got help last time that saved my relationship with my girlfriend, so I'm hoping it'll help again because things seem to be worse between us. My male 25 girlfriend of almost 2 years, Jessica, female 23, has a lot of friends. There are those where I'm just barely acquainted with, but the friends that I do know, I like. However, there's one in particular I still can't wrap my head around, Ruth, female 23. Jessica is what I call a makeup dork, where she understands the importance of looking presentable in public, but she's not shallow. She really just loves looking good, which I greatly appreciate. Ruth only wears casual wear with minimal makeup. She also doesn't seem to take care of herself very well, as she has problems with dry hands, but I was told that's normal in Ruth's profession. But still, it's no excuse. Also, Jessica is in medical school, while Ruth doesn't want to do anything to advance her career. It turns out, OP just doesn't like the friend because she has dry hands.
You do.
Candy Thunder, she's offended by the dry hand thing. The only interests they share together are animated shows and animals. They actually met in her first year of college when they both volunteered at the SPCA, and since it was during the pandemic, there were limitations to the number of volunteers, so they both worked together closely a lot. Now that Jessica is soon to be finishing up her first year in med school, I can't help but think about our future. Both of us came from good backgrounds, we're living in a great apartment, and I have a great job where I just recently got a raise. So I brought up my thoughts about how we can improve our lives more. She thought things were good enough, but I told her it can be better. But wait, there's more. Since we're both advancing professionally, I think we should consider advancing socially as well. And we should surround ourselves with people that are also close to our level. So I brought up her friendship with Ruth. I said I like Ruth, but I feel like later in life she'll bring her down. I brought up all the differences between them and how people will think when they see them together. I also believe that this friendship will end eventually as our lives progress, so it would be best to end it now.
What?
You were born a street rat, you will die a street rat, and only your fleas will mourn you.
Oh my God.
She started to cry, but I can tell she was trying to hold back. I tried to reassure her that I understand that this is hard for her to hear, but I just want what's best for us. She then said, "Have you always been this big of a dick?" I was shocked because I couldn't believe she said that, but she repeated it, and yeah, she definitely said that to me. Hold on. Oh, he's like, I'm sorry, could you repeat that? I think you might have miscommunicated. I tried to calm her down, but she didn't want to hear it, so she locked herself in our bedroom. A few hours later, she came out and told me that she's staying with her sister and may come back this weekend. She said, "Just so you know, I'm not going to give up any of my friends. You, I'm not so sure I want to keep around. Don't contact me at all until I come back."
Yes.
I see your true colors shining through, and you're a big douche canoe. Get the f*** out. I don't want you anymore. You lost me at dry hands. Was a joke, Candy Thunder. Was a joke. Good gravy. Okay. Hey, look, it's the can of audacity. I think we found it again. This is warranted. Yep, he gets the can of audacity. That's for sure. The question was, am I the astronaut for trying to convince my girlfriend that one of her friends is detrimental to our lives? This is not a toxic friend. This is a friend that you don't like the curb appeal of, and that you feel like if people see her in proximity to your life, will reflect poorly upon you and your aspirations of world domination. Well, that's shallow as F, and it's super douchey. So we're gonna get Brozo rocking here. I don't even care if this causes staticky bullshit. It's warranted. You definitely get that. The superficial freaking, like, he has an image of his future. He has an image that everything he's trying to get to align to. I'm sorry, just keep thinking about the conversation he's having with her, where he's like, it could be better. You know, we're improving professionally. What if we improved socially as well? I imagine him with a tucked in polo with pleated khakis and a sweater tied around, like on his shoulder, but tied. You know what I mean? He might be wearing an ascot too. I'm not sure. Deck shoes for sure. This is the Ivy League villain in like every movie where the sloppy the sloppy average Joe wins. This is the Ivy League villain. It was the super douchey thing to do. Yeah, you know, I agree. I think this is black hole worthy. You're not just an ASCOM one. You're not just the finance bro. There you go. You're not just a grade A asshole, but this is a terrible human being. This is somebody who only cares about the curb appeal. And OP's partner, Jessica, I hope you didn't end up going back to this guy. I sure hope not, because it kind of sounds like he has you picked out for your curb appeal as well. And that might be it. I don't know that he has any more depth to him at all, unfortunately. Boo. He's a trust me bro. You know who he is?
No.
Here comes Candy Thunder, ladies and gents.
No. I said it on YouTube. For those of you that seen Van Wilder, he's the guy that eats the eclairs and then finds the pictures at the bottom. He's the guy that shits in the trash can in his interview. He's that guy with like the sweater around his neck and the judgy. He's Elwood's ex-fiance in Legally Blonde. That's who this guy is. That's who I imagine this guy is. Also, I didn't realize I was going to be judged for my eczema on my hands. Asshole. I'll go get my steroid cream. I'll be right back. I didn't realize we were being judged. But now that I know that we're judging based on the state of our hands, I'll make sure to get my Aquaphor and like really lube it up with some gloves tonight.
You flipped off the microphone. You microphone.
Warner,
wait. Hey, the dry hands come in really handy. Pun intended. It's been a long time since I've had to buy finishing sandpaper, because anytime we have a project, I'm just kidding. I kid. The way she turned around.
Do you want to shit?
She's threatening me with shedding in a trash can now. Back away from this. I kid. I love Candy Thunder's hands. Love every part of you, mama. Even your dry, scaly hands.